Hello everyone, welcome once again to Dada's Food Crave Kitchen. How you are all doing today? As you already see in the title of the video, I am going to be showing you how to make the perfect extra slimy okra soup, white okra soup, y'all, that I am going to be enjoying with my Gari my Gari Fufu. If you are interested in seeing how to make the perfect slimy white okra soup, you don't want to miss out. Keep on watching. And without any further ado, let's get cooking.
Dada's FoodCrave kitchen today, and she will show you everything you need to know. A woman that will cook everything for you, with a smile on her face every day. Dada's FoodCrave kitchen is the best you.
All right, my Dada's team, in my pot I went ahead and add my goat meat. Use any protein of your choice. I added my goat meat. Next, I am going to throw in my cow foot, y'all. Yes, you need that cow foot in your okra soup. Yes. Next, I went ahead and add 2 medium-sized chopped onions. All right, we are going to be season cook. Then I added a couple of extra spicy hot Scotch bonnet peppers. Yes, adjust the spice to your liking. Then I went ahead and sprinkled in some salt to season the meat. Yes, like I said, we are going to season cooked before we add any water. I'm not going to add any water. We're going to season cook the meat. I want all that flavor to get into the meat. So I went ahead and add some jumbo cubes, some seasoned cube. You can use any seasoning cube of your choice. Yes, tell them Dada said you have to season cook your meat first before you start cooking. I did not add any water, as you can see. I am going to give it a little bit of mix. All right, this is called season cook. Trust me, you will thank me later. You want to season cook your meat before you start cooking your meat, before adding water. All right, this is a perfect way if you make any type of soups, you know, like pepper soup, you know, let that season go in. And then next, here I have my whiting fish. All right, mixed with a Kroger, leftover Kroger that I have in my freezer. So that was already washed as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to season the fish separately with some salt. Just give it a little bit of mix. All right, like so. Then I am going to gently place the fish on top of the meat. I am going to steam the fish. I don't want to put the raw fish into my okra soup. No, we're not going to do that. I am going to steam the fish on top of the meat while I'm season cooking my meat. All right. I'm not going to add any water. Like I said, no water added in this so far. Cover the pot, let it do its thing for 20 minutes. Here I have my cow belly, which I'm going to add later, which is, some people know it as shaki or beef stripes. All right, I like to cut it really big. Yes, because I don't want it to melt into my okra soup. I want to see my cow belly. I want to see my shaki. Next, I have my smoked catfish here. I am not going to add the whole catfish into my okra soup. I'm going to debone it. This time I am going to debone the catfish. I'm going to take all the bone out of the catfish. All right, it will definitely blend in really well with the white okra soup. All right, and it will give it a good flavor. So anytime you dig into that okra soup with your hand, you will find some smoked catfish. So I'm going to go ahead and debone take all the bones out from the catfish, and then we're going to move on to the next step. I hope so far you are enjoying watching this video. If you're new, I welcome you. If you are a returning subscriber, I also welcome you. If you are a new subscriber, or if this is the first time you're tuning into my channel, before you leave, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget that post notification bell so you stay updated in any of my new video. So that's done. I took all the bones out of the catfish. I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. Next, I have here my fresh okra, which I already cut up. All right. What I do, I just cut the head off like so, and then just cut the okra. Simple as that. All right. If you're not comfortable doing it this way, you can use a chopping board. All right. Then I also have, I will not say it's a fresh okra this time because it was a fresh okra that I purchased a couple days ago. I washed it and then cut it myself and then put it in the freezer. So this was a fresh okra that I cut myself and put it in the freezer. So what I'm going to do is I am going to blend this batch of the okra. I'm going to blend it. This is the secret of having a very slimy okra soup. There is no okra soup. Okra soup should be slimy. I'm telling you, slimy, extra slimy okra soup. This is the tip that I want to show you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my food processor and just give it that rough chop. All right. Give it a good mix like so. Yes, all that flavor, that Scotch bonnet pepper, the salt, the the jumbo cube, the seasoning cube, everything is really infused into the meat. Now the meat is tasty, y'all. It's tasty. If I say tasty, yes, it's tasty. Now it's time to add water and go ahead and cook the meat until it's tender to the texture you like. All right. Some people don't like the meat too soft, but I am going to cook the meat now, boil the meat and cook the meat until it's tender. So now this is the time I am going to add my beef stripe, which is the shaki cow belly. Some people know it as cow belly. I'm going to add that. Like I said, I like to cut mine in big chunks. All right, because I want to be able to see my cow belly, my beef stripe shaki into my okra soup. Yes, I don't want it to melt into my okra soup, And again, sometimes, especially when you add beef stripe into an okra soup, you have to be really careful. So I want to be able to bite into it. All right. So I went ahead and add the cow belly inside my along with the meat. I'm going to go ahead and boil everything, like I said, until everything is tender. So now I have here my gari, all right, which I'm going to make my eba. So I added a good amount of hot boiling water, give it a good mix. Actually, I added too much, but no worries. I'm going to make this Gari Fufu da eba. So I give it a good mix and then mix it really good. Make sure everything is well blended well with the water. Then next, I am going to top it up with another little bit of water, and then pour that water out and then cover it, let it rest for like 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to give it a little mix, like I said, and then pour the excess water out, then cover it and let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes. So after letting it rest, now I'm going to mix it up really well one more time, so that make sure everything is like I said, combined. So some people like their fufu or eba to be really soft. Some people like it hard. I don't like mine too hard. I want it to be soft, and besides, it's gonna be harden up once it's cooled down. So now I'm gonna take the amount that I want into a plastic bag or whatever. You can use a film bag and just, wrap it and mold it with the bag like so. And that part is done. Next, I'm checking on my meat. Like, as you can see, my meat is already cooked. Everything is cooked to perfection, to the texture that I wanted. And this is how everything looks like. I hope so far you are enjoying watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a big like and subscribe if you're new. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my rough chopped okra that I chopped earlier into my blender. Now, one other tip: you don't want to add too much water into your okra soup. If you really want your okra soup to be really slimy and thick, all right, you don't want that water okra. You want to eyeball your water. All right, you don't want to add too much water into your okra soup in the beginning, because if you add too much water after you add the okra soup, you can't take that back. So you want to eyeball everything. If it's too thick, then you can add more water, but don't add too much water then add your okra, because then you can't take it back. Add good amount of water. You have to eyeball everything, the amount of okra you're using, and that will be able to tell you how much water you want for your okra soup, so that you can achieve that extra slimy thick okra soup. All right, like I said again, you can take it back, but you can always add if it's too thick. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a good mix. And if I say give it a good mix, that's another tip. Keep mixing it. The more you mix it, it's going to be really thicken up. Yes, look at this, guys. I'm telling you, whoa, it's looking so good already. Give it a good mix. That's another tip. Mix it. All right, as I'm doing here on the video. And then next, I'm going to go ahead and add the other batch of the chopped okra. As you can see, yes, oh my goodness, guys, keep on watching, because you don't want to miss any key ingredients into this recipe and how to achieve that thick slimy okra soup. Yes, I'm telling you, this is a perfect white okra soup that you're going to enjoy with your fufu, your eba, even white rice, guys. Yes, no palm oil at all. This is oilless white okra soup. No palm oil, no nothing. All right, give it a good mix and make sure your heat is on medium high. All right, give it a good mix like I'm doing right now. And then next, I am going to now also add my fish. Remember, the fish was already steamed when I was seasoned cooking my meat. So I'm going to add the fish, add that juice. Oh yes, you don't want to throw that juice out. So add the fish. Now I'm going to add my deboned smoked catfish. Oh, this is one good rich white okra soup. I'm telling you, I just wish you guys would taste it. But again, you can still make it. Just watch and listen carefully so that you don't miss any key ingredients or any details. If you miss any information or any detail, just leave your comment down below and I will answer everything accordingly. So I'm going to gently mix everything, yes, so that your fish, don't break. But most of the catfish, like I said, I already deboned it because I wanted to add that more flavor into the white okra soup. Guys, I'm telling you, oh my goodness, I wish you guys can taste it, but no worries, and I know you guys will be able to do the same thing, even probably better than mine. So give it a gently mix like so. And I'm going to go ahead and throw extra Scotch bonnet pepper. This is if it's not too spicy for my liking. And you can also squeeze it on the side. If you have kids that like okra soup and they don't like too much spicy food, this is a great way to just tumbal it. Just throw it on top so that you can squeeze it on the side. Like I said again, I like my food spicy anyway. Besides, okra soup, it's good when it's spicy. Oh, so I went ahead and give it a good mix. So now I am going to let it cook for a little bit. Then I'll come back and check it. So a couple of minutes later, after allowing the okra soup to simmer down a little bit, and voila, guys, you're not going to tell me this is not one good, rich, slimy, white okra soup that you can enjoy with your white rice, your fufu, your eba, pounded yam, you name it. Oh my goodness. Or just as it is. If you don't want none of those white stuff like the eba and the rice, you can just drink this okra soup with no starch at all. All right, or no carbohydrates at all. Okra is very healthy for you. It's good for your joints, your knee. It's good for all around. It's a very delicious, healthy meal packed with vitamin A, that okra, which is good for your skin. As you can see, oh my goodness, guys, you guys are not going to tell me this okra soup is slimy. Follow this tip and follow the recipe step by step. You'll be on your way. Yes, and don't forget to give this video a big like because I'm sure you guys enjoy watching this video. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and hit your post notification bell. This is a perfect oilless white okra soup, no palm oil, that you can enjoy. I'm telling you, if you make too much, freeze it. You can enjoy it another time. Yes, it is so delicious, so rich, so slimy. Yes, make this and let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, give this video a big like, and subscribe, and don't forget that post notification bell. I thank you all so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you all for your constant love and support. Until I come your way next time, may peace be unto you all. Shalom.